Hello everyone, I am Henry, this is Jacob, that is Thomas, and we are the Pantheon of Idiots. Speaking of idiots, I'm going to see Peter David.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, this is good.
Get it
Tom,
together. This is
okay.
unprofessional.
I'm so
Unprofessional.
unprofessional, this is my first time doing this. But yeah, I'm seeing Peter Davidson hopefully tomorrow, which is fun.
you're seeing a
Any
doctor
other
tomorrow.
context?
I am seeing a doctor, I'm going to ask him if I can have his sonic screwdriver. Hopefully.
Last time I checked, that's not how you get a date, Henry. Can I see your
Okay.
sonic
Thomas,
screwdriver? Worst
have you,
pickup
have
ever.
you, have you been doing anything funny this week?
No.
Okay.
Well, I know you're doing
This is
something
the first
funny
time
tomorrow.
recording, and this is going already amazing. I'm sweating out of my mind. But yeah,
Actually, you
it's
can't
going to be
sweat
quite cool.
out
Going
of
to
your
the
mind.
Concord
You're
Club.
sweating out of your forehead.
Yeah, but I'm going to go to the Concord Club. There's a Doctor Who thing going on, which should be quite fun actually. I hope.
Are you gonna
Are you a
explain what the
club
Doctor
member?
Who thing is?
I'm not a club member, but I'm going to
You
see
just
it,
said-
and the Doctor's
so
going to
you're
be
a
there. There's
guest
going to be
at the
some like
Doctor Who
other
club.
actors, but I'm not sure who they are. But yeah, I'm going to bring home some Doctor Who memorabilia other than sonic screwdrivers.
I'm gonna bring back a
Yeah, you
scalpel
do have
as well.
quite the
You're
collection
meeting a
there.
doctor after.
I have a little collection.
I have
Uh,
some
there you go, there's my collection.
I have some.
Jake,
There's
oh
some
god, my
others.
ear's falling out. Oh god.
There's some. There's some.
This is just us showing our Sonics
Do you have
now.
anything
Oh my
worthwhile
gosh,
to
Jacob,
show us,
no.
Doctor Who related, Thomas?
No.
It's at my dad's house.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh man.
But
You're
yeah,
the one making
I'm,
it sad.
but yeah, I'm pretty cool. I've even got this guy, Matt Smith. Oh god, we definitely seem like we have ADHD in that.
Well, one of us do.
Yeah, at least one of us. Shut
Shut
up, man.
Oh.
But yeah, I'm quite excited to do the Doctor Whoing. Are you guys?
Yeah. So
Are you excited to
We have-
do a podcast for
yeah,
like the
I mean,
first
we have
time?
quite a podcast in
Yeah.
store for these guys, don't we? For our incredible audience.
We do have a podcast in store with
Yeah.
our amazing topic of best and worst episodes.
Wait, spoilers.
Whoa, oh, my bad. You have to say it like with a song though.
I did.
No, that's a bit high pitched. I think we should just get straight into it. To be honest,
Yeah. 2.5 minute intro.
Okay.
That is what
Yeah.
we call masterpiece.
2.5. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll it.
Well,
Give it a
that's
second.
great, guys, isn't it? Now
What?
we can actually dive
We're
right
just
into
doing
the
it.
episode.
Okay, I'm gonna do the script now. Oh wait,
The
start of it.
script?
Okay.
Which script?
Okay. Right. Hello there, and welcome to the Pantheon of Idiots, a group of 3 idiots chatting about their favourite time traveller, the Doctor. I'm Henry, and I'm joined by Jacob and Thomas. Hello, guys. How are you?
Hi.
Jesus,
1 second.
not going well already.
I'm going to sneeze.
Oh. This is the best podcast. Nobody else is gonna turn off of this. Yeah. Today, guys, we're gonna be talking about our favourite and least favourite Doctor Who episodes.
So,
This is gonna be hopefully a weekly podcast.
Yeah.
Shut up, Jacob.
Thomas, what's your favourite episode? Come on, start us off. Start us off.
Oh my god, it's lagging.
Can you repeat that, Jacob?
You lagged out.
What's your favourite Doctor Who episode?
Oh, we're starting with me, are we?
Are we really starting already, man?
Hear me out. Love and Monsters. Undoubtedly, it is peak.
Ooh.
Peak.
Ooh,
Because
think
it
I
is
meant
one
the
of the
worst episode
greatest
there.
Doctor Light episodes ever created. No.
Jacob,
They
be quiet.
created it because, when David
Best
Tennant
Doctor
and
Light-
Billy Piper were off filming The Impossible Planet
It's
and
brilliant.
The Satan Pit. And it is a great episode, and it's really complex with its story. And it shows the impact of the Doctor as a whole on the universe, and how many people are affected by his actions. And it really comes together in that way.
That I mean,
It's,
to be
what
honest,
more do you want? What more do you want in a Doctor-like
it's a
episode?
pretty good episode. I think Jacob's frozen. Oh,
What, Love and Monsters?
I thought he was just really intent on my story. He's just frozen
he's,
there.
he's
I
just
thought he was really concentrated on me. I should have known better.
Jacob. What do you think about Love and Monsters?
I
being
even
the
did
best
my
episode?
research, Jacob.
You know, I
Thanks.
disagree very heavily. Because the
Mm.
Zorboloff, despite his faults, is a very large man. And I'm not fat shaming here, but I think that takes away from the episode with, like, you know, when you're watching Doctor Who, you, in some respect, expect a pretty scary monster. For example, you know,
I think he
I
was
started
scary.
watching Doctor Who and I was
Yeah,
like 4 or 5.
literally
and I
one
liked
single
those, and then I
touch
had
and you're
nightmares.
dead, basically. It is quite scary.
It is.
No,
Doctor Who has proven time and time
you
again
expect to
that
see,
it
you
doesn't
know,
have to look scary to be scary.
if
It doesn't have to look scary to be scary.
If it was pulled off, if the premise, it's a good premise, if it was pulled off just a tad better, you know, without someone dating a pavement slab, it could
Oh.
be a lot better.
I actually thought it wasn't that bad of an episode, to be honest. Like,
See
Right,
that,
now-
Jacob?
I will
I mean, I-
agree, it is underrated, but not by much. You know, people say, oh, it's the worst episode of all time. It's not the worst episode of all time, okay?
It's the best of all time.
It's not. You know,
It's the best episode
I
of all time.
seem to remember, Thomas, you saying, I love human nature and family of blood, it's the best of all time. So, you know,
When?
when?
well, before this podcast started.
Because there's nothing before the podcast. This is literally it. This is just the podcast. There's
Yeah.
nothing before.
We only exist in this podcast,
We
Jacob.
only exist in this podcast.
Wow, you know, that's
We
a bit
are
like a Black
Doctor
Mirror
Who
episode.
people.
Speaking of Black Mirror, you know, it's very closely linked.
No, this is Doctor Who. This is Doctor Who.
Don't derail it, Jacob.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Henry, what's your least favourite episode?
My least favourite. Wait, were you saying your least favourite? Is that your most favourite?
No, I mean, your most favourite. Your most favourite
favourite.
episode.
My most favourite. It's got to be Heaven Sent, man. You see, like, if you've ever watched Doctor Who, Heaven Sent is the one that they talk about behind Blink. Blink is good, but not as good as Heaven Sent. Like, the cinematography, beautiful. The colour scheming and the colour grades, beautiful. The acting, singularly just Peter Capaldi, pretty much the entire episode, minus the boy at the end and Clara, which, like,
Now,
they're irrelevant in this story pretty
You
much.
have to remember, well, I do agree, Heaven Sent is the best episode, that it is technically the first part of a two-parter. So and
Yeah.
some people, I'm not saying me personally, but some people would consider the first and second part all one episode. So,
Yeah, well,
I don't think Hellbent is
It's-
that good.
No?
Hellbent is alright, actually.
I never
like
said it
Hellbent.
wasn't alright, I'm just saying it doesn't go up to the standards of Heaven Sent.
Yeah, obviously. Like, you can't get past the premise of a little guy in a tower, confession diary.
Yeah, I'm
like,
sure you
repeating his
can't,
life.
Henry.
I can't go in a confession dial. Yeah, give me one, I'll go. Honestly,
Really?
like, but I don't think there's one. Yeah, I'll.
So
I'll
you're
go
willing to
fight
have a
the
monster
Veil.
chase you for 4.5 billion years?
Speaking of, it's the Veil. It's the guy. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Kind of looks a bit like Thomas, doesn't it? Okay.
Yeah, but like, Tom, what's your opinion on Heaven Sent though?
It's a great episode, I think.
Yeah.
I mean,
Rate it out of 6.
I love the twist where you're thrown in, you're not given any explanation. You just see Capaldi trying to survive against an unstoppable threat. And you don't know how he's going to defeat it. And in the end, he doesn't. He only manages to escape. And you learn he is in this cycle. And I think it is delivered so beautifully. And it makes for a great episode.
It is
Yeah.
really fantastic. I mean, the speeches that he gives, beautiful.
And
And
Capaldi,
like the way
it's
he
the
gives
best
them,
speech.
amazing.
And that's why Heaven Sent is so good. You're right.
I think I'm inclined to agree with that. That is definitely true. I mean, you get speeches. Matt Smith, Rings of Akaten. You got
Uh, David
Waters
Tennant
of
via
Mars.
Waters of Mars.
David
You have
Tennant.
uh,
Christopher Eccleston didn't really have a very not a
My
proper
Planet's Gone.
speech moment, but um, but
Yeah,
like
Capaldi on top.
Jodie
There's the
had
Where I Fall
some.
speech. There's the Zygon extract.
Yeah,
Tons.
that is beautiful, beautiful ones. Like definitely some of the best speeches, some of the best like delivery of lines in my opinion as well. Like he delivers
Yeah.
them very, very matter of factly, so he kind of gets it going very well and keeps
Yeah,
it interesting
and
for the
that's one of
viewer.
the reasons Heaven Sent is the best.
Yeah. Well, I think. Oh,
Why are you throwing it to me? Okay.
the biggest Doctor Who fan.
Okay. Why Blink and the Heaven Sent are so similar is because not given any not that's we're not given any information at the start. We're just thrown in, and we have to piece it along as we go. Although yes, Blink does give us. They both give us clues. With Blink, it's the tapes of the Doctor being kind of weird, and Heaven Sent, I will admit, it is a bit more subtle. But the way the clothes are already set out for him, the amount of skulls in the water, and just the torn piece of ash and dust by the thing that revives him.
And also, I'd like to add. Oh, Jacob, let me speak, please. Thank you. I'd, I'd like to add, uh, Heaven Sent is a Doctor-heavy story, barely any companion in it, whereas Blink is also like a Doctor Light one, like a just mainly in general, just main character light for the series, which I personally think helps the stories like to stand out, which also is probably why Love and Monsters is also regarded as like one of the worst, because like it can either go really really well or really really like horrifically, and there's not really a middle ground for it. Like you also see with like Midnight, that's a Doctor only story. That's a really that's a really good one, really high rated one as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that kind of helps boost like the performance of the Doctor, whereas they're not having to rely on they can't really rely on the companion or anyone else's match.
I think it adds to the quirkiness of the episode.
I didn't actually think it was too bad. I thought it was actually quite an
Yeah.
interesting premise, and they just, I think, I think because I also it was like a kid. They submitted the design of the Absorbaloff, and as you know, kids they're not the best at designing things, so that could be one of the faults, and also I think just kind of poor writing, to be honest. Like who's going to invest on? It was Russell, I think. But like, who's gonna invest in a love life between a pavement slab and a human? Like, and it's in that kind of camcorder style, which is a little bit worse, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, what
Did
happened?
he just
I
leave?
think our co-hosts crashed.
He didn't like your opinion.
He thought Love and Monsters was too
No,
good.
he heard it and left.
My gosh.
Unbelievable. Some people.
Some people, man. While we're waiting for him to get back in, let's just let's continue talking about kind of why you like Love and Monsters, because we didn't really get loads out of you. Like,
What
what's
do
your kind
you
of
mean you get words out? Obviously, anyone
like
that had. Okay.
what do you kind of like enjoy about it? Is there like a
No, no, no. It just
favorite
expands
character?
the. No, no, no. The reason I like it is it shows that the world is still alive, even though the Doctor isn't in it. There's still like everything's not just revolving around the Doctor, and it shows
Yeah,
how people are directly affected by his actions and
That
the
is,
threat of aliens everywhere in the society.
yeah, definitely. What? I'm genuinely wondering what's happened to Jacob though. I'm gonna see if he's messaged.
He died.
Uh, mm,
The Zorbalov got to him.
the Absorbable, it came and ate him,
That's not how the Absorbalov works.
absorbed him. Oh my
Yes.
gosh. Daniel's just sent me a bunch of messages trying to disrupt the podcast. That's very rude. Very, very rude. But alas, I mean, it's a two-man show now. The show must go on.
We're a
we wait
duo
for
of
him to-
idiots now.
Duo of, yeah. Well, we're still the Pantheon of Idiots. We're just a duo of Pantheon of Idiots now.
Yeah. And so, what's your least favourite Doctor Who episode?
I think we should wait till Jacob gets back in.
Oh,
On a lighter topic, how's
Oh, he's
Minecraft
back!
doing? He's finally back. He actually did it. No way.
Is he?
He's loading it.
And remember
I'm
to put
here.
yourself in the middle.
Oh right, I gotta move myself.
Can you guys
again.
hear me?
God damn it.
Can
Hello,
you guys hear
Jacob?
me? Can you hear me?
Jacob? Hello. Can't hear you.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
I don't know. It just said that you've
What happened,
disconnected.
man?
Do you want to trouble?
He heard Henry's opinion. He heard Henry's opinion and
You heard
left.
my opinion on Love and
Yeah.
Monsters, and you got eaten by the Absorbaloff, man. You got absorbed. But you're back.
How did he survive?
I'm pretty
you sure
sure.
you're
I
not a
don't think it was
paper
ever
slab
a paper
anymore?
slab. You
Dang. Alright, anyway. We've had a little bit of a deeper dive into Tom's obsession with Love and Monsters.
Hey, it's not an obsession. I just think it is
That's
the
a lie.
best episode.
Jacob, how about you tell us your favourite
Mine?
episode?
You know it's heaven
Jacob?
sent.
Your favourite episode,
Jacob?
please? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but can you get into the
The
reasons
reason
why
I love
you
heaven
like
sent
it so
is
much?
because Capaldi's my favourite Doctor, and seeing him, alone, giving incredible speeches. It's like a monologue the entire way through of my favourite Doctor, and only my favourite Doctor, the whole way through. That's why it's brilliant.
That is a good point. Yeah, Capaldi is really good at delivering lines, especially his longer, kind of more techno babble ones as well. I think he's a very good Doctor. To be honest, I think the people who cast the Doctors do a very good job, because I don't think I can't speak for classic Who because I haven't seen much of it, but from what I've seen of all of modern Who, there's not been a bad Doctor in my opinion. I mean, sure, you could argue that some of the writing is a bit poorer than others. I'm not going to get into that here today, but you can kind of, I reckon you could tell someone is a Doctor if you saw them anywhere.
You can
they're-
tell
Yeah,
the
they're
third
Doctors.
Doctor
That's
if they have a
exactly what I was
white
thinking.
cloak on.
It's all about the surgeries.
Thank you.
Fair enough.
Wasted here.
Would you guys like to talk about your least favourite episode?
Yes,
now,
Henry.
Jonathan?
Henry, what's your least favourite?
Oh, my least favourite. This might be controversial, but I am not
Ooh.
sure. My least favourite is the Eaters of Light, and if you don't remember that one, don't worry, because I didn't either. I literally forgot this episode existed.
It's the one where
It's the
Thingy
one in
defends the
season
pool
10,
forever.
It's yeah.
It's not
but-
a
That
bad
one's
episode.
amazing! No,
No, it's
no,
not.
no, I will not have slander on that.
It's
Just
so
because
It's
forgettable.
great.
It's
It's
so
Does not make
amazing.
it bad. If you want an
It's a
example of a
great
bad
episode.
episode, look at, I don't know, Praxius or Orphan 55.
Orphan 55.
This one's
yeah,
Orphan 55.
that one,
Again, is
yeah.
that the
That's
one
the one-
with Jodie?
The hotel. Yeah,
Praxius,
Jodie
that's the
Hotel.
one with the
That hotel. Oh, that one. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I
With the
thought it was
sucking
quite
thumbs.
good. I thought the messaging behind it was great.
No,
I feel
it
like
just
on-
all round was actually
On this
terrible,
podcast,
and
Thomas, you're going
if
to be
IMDb
the one with
score-
the most hot takes.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Thomas, what's your
you're
least
one
favourite
out.
episode?
Yeah. I
Devil's
I'm
advocate.
sorry,
IMDb
Henry,
speaks-
finish in a few minutes.
Jacob, I'm
Yeah,
trying to
wait,
speak.
let me
Shut up.
speak.
Okay, fine.
Let me speak, Jacob.
Fine.
If I
He
start
hasn't
speaking,
finished yet.
then if I start speaking, then be quiet. Yeah, like Orphan 55. It's. But if you look at its IMDb rating, you can see like it's accurately reflected by how bad it is. It's got a freaking like
Yeah, but we're
4.2
talking
or
about
something
the
like that.
your one, not Orphan 55.
I
Let's
know.
look.
I
So
thought we were talking about that one now. Oh, but but yeah, like it's so forgettable, and it's so. I watched it again,
I
and
remember
it's
it.
like
I watched it
you.
once years ago, and I remember it.
I just really can't remember it. Like oh, what I remember like about it is there was some portal in a cave. Nardole was there for some reason. Worst companion, by the way. I'm just saying. And just kind of like that was about all I remembered, man. It was not very rememberable.
I respectfully
Anyone care to add?
agree. I just have
No, well, we're just
every
silently
single
judging
thing you
you
said
here.
there is just
Yeah, Jacob.
insulting. Nardole, the worst companion. What about the episode, The Adventures of Doctor Mysterio, when we're first introduced to Nardole? It's perfect.
That episode, it was it. I like.
It was
I saw what they were
superheroes
going
and
for,
Doctor
but
Who
it
combined,
wasn't.
Henry. Come on,
Uh,
what's not to love?
I didn't. I
Did
didn't really like
Nardole
that
take
one
away
that
from
much,
that
to be
episode?
honest. That one was just kind of awful.
Yeah.
I don't think he was really in it.
Wait, I think so. I don't want to give incorrect information. Nardole.
I swear he wasn't. I know because he showed up in the River Song one, didn't he? Oh wait, no, it was. He was in that one.
Yeah, he was.
But I've
Okay,
never really
well-
cared for that kind of one. I mean,
So the only
Um,
reason you dislike
it's just.
Nardole
exactly.
is amazing.
I mean, Matt Lucas as an actor is pretty good, but
what I'm hearing,
just in general,
Right, now
why is he
you
bald?
can't talk.
Like, give him some hair.
what I'm hearing here.
Shut up! I have hair.
I don't
What is
see
this on
any
my
hair.
head? I'm not bald.
You just patted your bald head.
No, I didn't look. I will
Look up on my hair.
Look.
You mighty understand.
I've not got a massive poo on my
You
head.
put
I've
it
got
there. It's a
hair.
wig. It's a wig.
Yeah, take it off then.
It's not a wig.
He glued it on. He glued
The
it
only
on.
reason you dislike Eaters of Light is because it's
I
forgettable.
can't.
That's the only reason. Fine. Hey,
Forgettable and just. It's
There
just,
are
I-
so
I-
many
I-
worse episodes.
Okay, give me an example then, Tom. Give me an example of the worse episode than Eaters of Light then.
Also, we're going on to what I think is the worst episode now.
Go on then. Tell me if you think there's anything worse than Eaters of Light.
Last of the Time Lords.
what? Right, where did you pull that
Uh,
from?
No.
I don't think
Why
it's
not?
very good.
Why not, Thomas?
Like the one point. Why not?
It's just a bit boring. I
It's
think
not
they
boring,
dragged it.
You
it's-
I
got
think they've done it
Jesus
in a
David
two-parter.
Tennant.
It just got a bit boring at
Yeah,
end.
Jesus
Bit boring
David
at the
Tennant, man.
end.
Jesus actually canon in.
Jesus
Doctor
is
Who,
canon.
man. But
The
like,
start of the episode was a bit too slow for me.
it was just Martha going like, "Oh, I'm gonna go
The
look around
whole
Earth and
of
spread
the
the
last
word."
of the Time
I think.
Lords.
I can't remember what happened.
Three-parter. It's all bangers. Utopia's in last place. Last of the Time Lords in second. Sound of Drums in first.
Okay, the first two I do like, but the last one it just doesn't. It just doesn't
Does it
pull
pull
me
you out,
in.
though?
Like, I mean, if I'm being honest, I get if you're talking about like the very end of it. Like, Jesus David Tennant was a little bit strange.
It
I
was
think
No,
they
no,
could
the
come
best
up with
part of
a
the
better
very-
episode.
end there.
Best part of the episode,
a
him.
motive scene
You've got some hot
with
takes.
when the Master so-called died. And that was, it was like,
it doesn't.
It's a pretty good scene.
No, like that is the Master's thing. They don't die.
Yeah,
Like,
but
they
you
just
don't know
keep
that
coming
until
back.
like a year later.
No, he comes back.
He
at
comes back in the
David
end of time, he
Tennant's
comes back in,
finale.
Yeah, which is about a year out of that.
Yeah, and then the Master or Mistress just keeps coming back. That's the thing about it. They
always
don't
trick us out.
die.
They think they die.
Yeah, but you
In
don't know
End
that.
of
They might
Time,
have
you
actually
think the
died.
Master's not coming back.
Like you can't continue to kill them off and go, But they
That's what they
survive. At
do,
some
though.
point, it's just, oh, they're coming back. Oh no. It just wasn't compelling to me.
I thought it was a pretty fantastic episode. I would go as far as to say that was one of the, like,
Yeah.
up
Why
there
do
with the
you
top.
think
To be honest,
it's so boring, Thomas?
there's quite a lot of good episodes.
But it just doesn't
That's not a reason.
pull
That's
me
not a
in.
reason. What makes it boring? Give an
No, but
example
like,
of a
why
scene in
though?
the episode that is boring. That is not a scene.
The
That is
start.
a piece of
It's just
terminology. That is a timestamp.
Timestamp.
okay. Okay. When Martha, Professor Dotsity, and medic Tom Milligan cut
You've
a
just
poplar vein,
googled.
and they
You've
open
just
it and
googled
they
a
find out
warlord
it's.
opening scene. Yes,
No,
you
I did
did.
not.
Thomas
I did
Milligan.
not.
Yes, you
I know.
definitely did.
No, I did not.
I don't
I
even
know.
know.
I know all the characters. I know all the characters. I know
Oh,
all the characters.
speaking of, I got this pack of cards, and I got the master. And to be fair, I also did get David Tennant aged up. Oh God, I got David Tennant aged up. I got I got Tom Milligan.
See, I don't.
I got Lucy Saxon. I got this one.
Yeah, because I described it to you. That is the opening scene.
And of course, the best card in the pack that I got, obviously, it's going to be Cameraman. Like, you can't get
Who?
better than that. Cameraman. You can't get better than that.
Oh, second worst. Orphan 55.
Fair. Okay,
Yeah.
Jacob. Let's hear your least favorite episode. Let's hear why.
Not even lie about Orphan 55.
Praxius, can you
Hmm?
explain why though?
Name one.
Name. I mean, if I'm being honest, Praxius, I thought is like actually one of the better ones in Jodie's era. Like, I think that's one of. It's like about plastic and stuff, isn't it? Orphan 55, we can all agree, is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. But yeah, like, I think. Tom, were you actually being serious about like having Love and Monsters as your favourite episode?
It is a great episode.
So what is your favourite then? We're talking about favourite.
It is my
favourite.
favorite episode.
Are you sure? I think.
Yes.
You didn't have much of an explanation.
Get up
why.
your phone now. Get up your phone and check its rating.
Check its rating. What, Love and Monsters? No, I've got there's an actual film called Love and Monsters.
Yeah. Also, great movie.
Is it?
Yeah.
IMDb.
I have.
The
It's
real.
good. No.
No,
This
wait.
guy. Okay. So there's. Oh God, I'm gonna have to describe the plot. So asteroid. As you know, there's an asteroid about to hit Earth, so everyone decides to nuke it, and then the nuclear waste fallout of that basically causes all these animals to mutate and go into massive monsters. This dude survives, and his town was basically Area Zero. Like, awful. Everyone died there, basically. But there's this girl he likes. I think it's girlfriend. Either the two. Either the two. I Love and Monsters, the film, and he's just
He's
left.
gone again. But while we're getting our co-host back again, I've looked and it's a 6.1 out of 10, which is better than I thought. Actually,
What did I tell? What did I say? What did I say?
what did you say? I mean, it's definitely not as good as any of the other ones, but like, considering the one after that, Fear Her, is a 5.8. That's
Fear Her is amazing.
yeah.
Like I'm not even doing anything. Fear Her is a good episode.
Fear Her is actually really good. I quite like the
Yeah.
creativity of it.
It's
I quite like how
overhated,
it's
for no
overhated
reason.
so much, dude. It was actually such a fun kind of like episode.
Yeah.
Like Kel from the council, man. Kel, he
Yeah.
is goated. That's a council axe, you know.
Yeah.
He loves his pavement slab. He could lick it. You could lick his dinner off of it. That's a quote.
Yeah.
Dude, it's such a good episode. I think the thing that most people complain about though is the child acting from Chloe Webber.
Hmm. I thought it was
And
quite good.
I thought it was not bad. I mean,
I do like the ending of the Doctor with the Olympic torch.
yeah, I thought that was really good. And
Yeah,
I mean, to be honest, I didn't see a reason for them basing it on the Olympics until the end. I didn't see that coming.
yeah.
But one thing that I can say, I saw it before it got taken off of iPlayer and republished, but changed. I
What?
saw it. It got changed.
Did it?
Yeah, that because there was a naughty presenter on it.
Ooh, what?
Ends with rhymes with Pooh Kegwoods.
Who?
Hugh Edwards.
Who's he?
He's a TV presenter and he was like a nonce.
Who did he play?
Just the TV presenter. And so they
Huh.
took it off. It was like 5 seconds of thing, and he said something in the episode. And so they had to like revamp it, and so now it's just some generic person. But it was off for a sort of like 5-6 months, I think. It was like I was like I wanted to watch it after it went off. Like, yeah,
Oh, he's back.
he's back again.
We're telling
Oh,
we were telling
we were
we're
telling the
talking about
about
the
Fear
great
Her, which is
episode.
actually a really good episode. Fear Her. I'm not in the
What are
middle
your
again.
thoughts on Fear Her,
Fear
Jacob?
Her is once again an Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Overhated. I think it's
Okay,
overhated.
yeah.
it's an underrated episode.
I would
Yeah.
definitely
It-
agree with that.
Underrated and overhated.
I will say the child acting in the episode was dreadful. However, despite this, it still managed to claw its way back with the Doctor pulling the Olympic trophy through the end. The
Jacob,
premise of drawing things that come to life, that's great. So,
Yeah,
what
Jacob,
were you guys saying about Fear Her?
You literally just
I
summed
think
up
it's
our
great.
points.
We were also
Literally just
talking
summed up our
about
points.
I didn't know the one of the it had to be reshot one of the scene things.
Yeah,
'Cause-
Hugh Edwards was in
Still
Fear
don't know
Her,
who that is. I'm
and
gonna
then
search
it's a TV presenter, very famous BBC one, and he got caught for being an or whatever.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, don't know him.
They had to take the episode off of iPlayer, and I remember I checking that every day until it was back on, and it was a long, long time.
I do like the concept of the like the pictures
The
coming
only
alive
one
almost,
of the
and
only reasons it's so lowly rated on IMDb is because it was the episode after Love and Monsters. So imagine going for your Saturday night after seeing that horrendous episode last week. No offense, Donna. And
Love of
you
Monsters
see
is an
horrendous
amazing
child
episode.
acting, right? Although Fear Her isn't a bad episode, it's not a good episode. The premise is amazing, but I think it could have been pulled off a lot better. With the acting of the child being better, along with the just overall the villain, the like dad in the cupboard, was it? That could have been pulled off better.
That was so sick. Like,
Yeah, I'm
When
with
you
Henry.
never see him, but you can see the like orange shadow coming down the stairs. That's good.
yeah. I mean, I think that this might be a very, very controversial opinion. One of the best episodes in season 2. Season 2 for me, it's the worst out of David Tennant's era. But it's not bad in general. Like, if we're talking about bad episodes, Tooth and Claw, I mean, I see some people saying this is good. I've never cared for it. It was like,
New Earth is a forgettable episode, and it's bad.
Henry, I have a question. You Rings of Akaten. I think it's a brilliant episode. But you said you didn't like it. Was it you or Jacob? One of you said you found you didn't
Rings of
like it.
Akaten's good.
Yeah, see, I love
It's
the
good.
monologue
The
of
speech at the end. The speech is amazing. Yeah.
Matt Smith nailed it.
The speech
Yeah.
was really good. But the thing is,
Come on,
I
man.
couldn't get compelled with the story, to be honest.
The story was
Why?
bad.
Why?
But
Explain.
with
Like the
most,
speech was good, but
like, let's look at its rating.
yeah, like honestly, I thought it was like all right, but I just didn't think it was that good. Like, I mean, wasn't that the one where she traded a leaf away for like a bike or whatever?
It's the most important leaf in the universe.
I guess, but like, I mean, I did like seeing
Tell
new
me a
like
more
designs
important
for
leaf
the.
then.
True.
I liked seeing the new designs for all the like different aliens, but I'd say that was about the only redeeming factor as well as the speech.
I mean, most Doctor Who episodes, other than the really high-rated ones, most average episodes, normally skyrocket in one category but fall off in others. And I think Rings of Akaten is a good example of that. Matt Smith's
Yeah.
performance was
Yeah.
amazing, but other
Oh,
Yeah,
actors, like it
Matt
was
Smith
the
nailed it there.
Little child.
third
It was
episode you saw.
season 7, episode 8. Season 7, episode 8.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, I thought.
like I
I mean,
think like,
I'm an optimist about Doctor Who. I usually
This
think
is-
most of it's good.
this
but
is a hot take. The episode before that, right? Sorry, finish what you were saying, Henry.
No, I was just saying I like to be optimistic about Doctor Who, but some episodes just really don't kind of get me. You know, like I mean, some people love them, but I just can't stand them really. Like, I mean, if I was going on a rewatch, I probably wouldn't watch Eaters of Light just because of how forgettable it is and stuff like that. And it's just
That's
like,
fair. Like,
and there's a
I do a
point when I was
rewatch
watching.
at the start of every year, and normally
You-
skip most of Jodie's nowadays. Not because Jodie's a bad doctor, it's just because of the writing of the episodes. I think that's why.
Well, Jacob, you were talking about
13
you're going to talk about the episode for Rings of Akaten, the Bells of St. John?
Yeah. So, the Bells of St. John was, in my opinion, an amazing episode, and I think
Yeah,
Rings
I
of
agree with
Akaten
that.
is miles worse than that. So I agree with Tom
Yeah.
in. Oh wait, no, sorry, I agree with Henry in the respect Rings of Akaten isn't the best episode, but Tom, you saying like it's a pretty bad episode other than the speech. I also agree with that. I agree with both parts.
Yeah, I think it's a good episode all around.
I mean, I think most of it. I think most Doctor Who episodes are good, but there's just occasionally like an oddball that's not as strong in some
A
areas.
dud.
And I feel like you kind of to win over the audience, you need action and sentimentality. I think that's
Sentimentality
ingredients
in Rings of Akaten, they did brilliantly.
yeah. I mean, the
Of
little kid
letting
was pretty
old
good.
people think.
The CGI of the
I
sun.
thought you said that was the
also
most
really-
annoying part for you.
The little kid was annoying, but like the
Not as
story
annoying as
behind
one
her
in
was
Fear.
good. No, Fear her.
In fact,
chose
no,
alright.
no. You know the most annoying children, Nightmare and Silver.
Yeah.
Those guys.
No, wait,
Oh.
no. The Doctor, the Widow, and the
Yeah.
Wardrobe, or whatever it is. That's the most annoying children.
No, Nightmare and
Like-
Silver.
They're like, oh my
Silver.
god, I'm in Wonderland. You know?
Wouldn't you
That's
though,
what
Henry?
they said.
I can picture you doing
Huh?
like that. I can picture you
Yeah,
doing that,
you just
Henry.
did.
I just did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
so-
yeah, it was like really, I thought it was pretty decent, kind of episode Rings of Akaten. I mean, there's a lot of good episodes, but there's also a fair share of bad ones as well, which is
Yeah.
just a bit unfortunate because I want to like it all round, but you know, nothing
Yeah.
can be perfect. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, all the best episodes are all widely agreed on Heaven Sent or Blink. But the worst episodes, there's a lot there that could be argued to be the worst episode, other than whatever Thomas said, Last of the Time Lords. God. Tut, tut, tut.
I don't think it's just very good.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's I think that's all we have to talk about today. I think we'll end it here.
Yeah,
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Jacob, for hanging out. Thank you
thank
for
you.
joining me. Hopefully, I'll see you next week for another episode.
Yeah,
And we'll end it here. Thank you
Yeah.
very much
yeah.
for listening, and we'll see you all next week, unless we scrap it. Hopefully not. Bye.
Bye.